Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking this puppy on its maiden voyage. Stay tuned. So today we're doing a maiden voyage on my Masterbuilt gravity-fed 560. As you saw at the beginning, I did light up one of these Masterbuilt fire starters. Again, a lot of the products that I have, they are on a link on the description below if you guys want to check it out. I loaded it up with a half and half. It's charcoal and lump charcoal. It's been about 5 minutes more or less, maybe 5-6 minutes, allowing it to get it going. I left the bottom open, I left the top open, but now it's time to close it up, open these dampers up, and start letting the smoke come into my grill, I guess, so we can start the cooking process. This is the first time I ever do this as far as cooking is concerned. So if you're looking at time, how much time it's taking, if it only takes 5 minutes to warm up and we can start cooking, then it's a pretty good deal, because usually it takes me about 20 to 40 minutes more or less to get my charcoal nice and hot on my bigger barbecue pit over there. So close it up right here, close this up, open the dampers in here so you can go inside the smoker at 325. So here we go. All right, so I put it at 325, and as you can see, it fluctuates a little bit up and down, 330, 325. The other thing I want you to notice is that my temperature here is already hitting the smoke section part of it. If you feel it, it is a little warm. Alright, so what you have in front of you here is about 5 pounds worth of chicken fajita. This is boneless and as much as you can skinless chicken fajita. That's what I want to hear, a little sizzle. From beginning to now, it's been about 20 minutes total. If I compare this to my normal barbecue pit, it would be I would just around this time I would just be putting in my briquettes into my barbecue pit and then giving it another 15 minutes for it to warm up. This is a little bit over 5 pounds, pretty well. I'm guessing I could have maybe added another 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds, so maybe 6 to 7 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and put these ratones. We call these ratones. Yeah, it's a nickname. Well, what these are jalapenos with cream cheese stuffed on the inside and then wrapped in bacon. It's been 15 minutes. Let's open this puppy up and see what's going on. Liking the color. The sizzle is a good sign. I'm gonna flip these over a little bit. You can see there on the bacon that there is some nice little heat transpiring there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up to 350. All right, 10 minutes. Let's open it up. I think 350 is gonna be the sweet spot for this chicken. Looking good, looking good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flip it over. Sizzle is always good. Tells you that the barbecue pit is up to temperature. Last thing you want to hear on a grill is you open it up and you flip your meat around and there's no sizzle. It's very quiet. Quiet on a grill is not good. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start checking them. For chicken, you're looking at the internal temp of 165 minimum. So let's go ahead and I'm going to use the one that came with the Masterbuilt. It's at 168, 171. Let me click on this. 173. That tells me that piece of chicken is done. All I have to do now is go and confirm that all the pieces of chicken are over 165 and we can start pulling them out. The other thing you can do at this time is if you don't have somewhere to put it for now, what you can do is you can put them up here and kind of like keep them there, keep them warm. It looks very grilly, like if you had done it on your regular barbecue pit. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's try this one. The color doesn't convince me. It's at a 171, 172. So yeah, I'm gonna just start pulling these babies out, and then we'll go to the fajitas next. All right, so for my fajitas that I'm gonna put in next, I want to bring up the temperature. Let's go 450, because we want something nice and hot where it can sear. It can go up to like 700 or something like that, but I want to go 450, not go too overboard. All right, so we brought up the temperature. All right, so for what these fajitas you want to do is you want to cook them high. I guess you would say seal as much of the juiciness of the fajita on inside as possible. So I'm just going to throw this in here like this. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle my nizzle, bizzle, whizzle. I'm going to open this up a little bit. This is sirloin fajita, or if you're looking for it in other locations, they might call it sirloin beef skirt. I always recommend you go get it from a meat market. They will get them nice and prepared for you. And something that I don't really like do, not that I don't do too much of it, but I don't give you too much instructions, is you always want to get a little bit of let's say some of this sausage, throw it in there. All you're doing with this sausage is you're just warming it up more than anything. You're not cooking it. So this one you want to put it in towards the tail end of your cook. I'm gonna leave this here. I will close the lid maybe about 4 minutes, 5 minutes tops, and then we're gonna go in there and turn them, see what they look like. Okay, so we're looking at about 5 minutes. It's gonna ring right now, but I'm worried about the sausage. Oh yeah, oh yeah, big time. Woo! So you gotta turn these. See, these are all little things that we're learning as we're smoking or cooking for the first time. But I want to release the fajita. Go ahead and turn it. Getting some nice color to it. I mean, all in all, first impressions, I'm gonna go ahead and give it my first impressions. First time I smoke on this. I'm really liking it. Honestly, to be honest with you, I mean, I still haven't gone through the whole shebang of this. I'm gonna leave this open so we can kind of grill it a little bit more, but I haven't gone through the whole spew of what's good and what's bad about this, but I know for sure, benefits for sure. Time, it's gonna help you with time. Man, these things got pretty toasty. Damn. It's gonna help you big time with your time, especially at the beginning of the cook, where you're having to get your charcoal ready. If you've taken anywhere between 30 and 40 minutes just to get the pit ready, this will cut your time in half. All right. The other thing is, surprisingly, the amount of space that this can handle it's deceiving because it can't handle a lot. I did put 5 pounds of chicken fajita, as you saw at the beginning. In my big barbecue pit, I normally put about 9 to 10 pounds, and then that's kind of pushing it. And I know that in this grill, the way I had some space left over, if I wanted to, I could have probably put in at least another 2 pounds worth of fajita. So I'm not losing a lot of surface space, I guess, because in my other barbecue pit, it has the edges and it looks a lot bigger. But as far as the cooking surface is concerned, I mean, I can cook from here to here, so it's actually not that bad. Another thing I like about this is that it doesn't flare up on you. You don't open it up and you're not suffocating with the smoke. Yes, there is smoke, but not as in abundance as if it was on a regular barbecue pit. And one of the best things is that you don't have to be messing with the temperature. It's self-regulating itself. So, I mean, there's a lot of good things about this gravity-fed barbecue pit. Let me see how much charcoal is left here. Oh yeah, we have a lot of charcoal left over. So, I mean, really, really good. I do like it. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna wait for my beef skirt to get up to temp. Depending on how well you want it, well done, medium well, and all that good stuff, it'll depend on how long it will take. I like mine well done. I know some of you are going to hate on that, but that's just the way I am. That's the way I was brought up. So, hey, that's the way it is. I like mine well done. So, all you have to do is use your probe here and be checking the temperature, the internal temp, and it'll tell you more or less where it's at. All right. It'll be either 165, 160, 155. It just all depends on your personal preference. But other than that, really, honestly, first impressions of this, it was very, very easy, very, very friendly, especially if you're a newbie to cooking, to grilling. If you just came of age and now you're starting to cook and you don't want something that's too intimidating, this is probably something that you might want to look into, because if you know temperatures, if you know what temperature to cook at, which for me, chicken was about 350 more or less, and this is going to be about 450, 475, right? If you know the internal temperatures you need to reach in your meat that you're trying to get at, chicken is 165, beef, it just depends on how you want it well done and stuff like that. But those are the basics. If you know the basics, you can pretty much master the art of grilling and smoking. So very, very user friendly, especially for those who are novice. You don't have to worry about fire management. You have to worry about anything. Your fire management is over there. The fan will kick in or it'll shut off, wherever you want the temperature to hit at. Once you're done, the last step is, if you look in this gravity fed hopper here, it is full of charcoal, and it's most of it is lit up. All right, so in order for you to kill the oxygen going in there, first things first is you got to turn it off. And then the next thing is I'm going to go ahead and slide these. Remember, there's a bigger one and a smaller one. The smaller one goes on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and slide these in here and here to be able to kill or suffocate it, get all the oxygen out of there so that it'll stop. This has been the Smoking Beard. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. This was my first time cooking or smoking in this grill. I'm going to have a lot more. I'm going to test it with brisket. I'm going to test it with all these other good stuff that I do my normal electric smokers with. And we'll see if we can get that elusive smoke ring. But for now, this has been the Smoking Beard. Thank you for watching. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe.